Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anywhere in your chart, or if you are a cross watcher dealing with a Sagittarius, maybe you don't have it in your chart. Maybe you're not even dealing with a Sagittarius. If this reading is for you, it is for you. This is a reading for Sagittarius horoscope, incoming blessings, next 48 hours. Of course, June 2025. Anything that I will see here about horoscope, astrology, tarot, a love tarot reading. I'm going to put that in here, Sagittarius, so you can see today, as a Sagittarius, what's coming in for you. Okay, also incoming blessings, warnings, anything that I will see here, I will share that with you. Finance, career, education, health, love, spirituality, sexuality, sensuality, beauty, food. A secret that somebody's keeping from you, your family, your ancestors, and some overall energies. We're going to look at that. Yes, also going to try to use some oracle cards for you. Let's see what we have for the amazing, beautiful, gorgeous Sagittarius. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have here. The first card that wants to come out. Mars is here. We're going to start with finance. Okay, finance, career, education, health, love, spirituality, sexuality, sensuality, beauty, food, a secret that somebody's keeping from you, your family, your ancestors, you. Two cards at the bottom of the deck, which is Mercury reversed, and we have Taurus in the upright. Okay. Let's start to give you here the messages already, okay, regarding zodiac signs and also planets that are important. If you ever bought a birth chart reading from me, you have received an Astro Pretty Table. If you want to buy one, by the way, send an email to gdt88888@gmail.com and I will send you the price list. That's 5 times an 8. In that Astro Pretty Table, you will see at the end a column about your haters and also energy that you need to be, mindful of, and also who your haters are and why they are hating on you, okay? The column before that, you will see how to initiate your blessings, to monitor them and increase your blessings, yeah? So the energies that we have here is for all of you to check. Let me quickly see. Mars, Neptune, let me see, Moon. Yeah, those are the most important ones. Check, not the final column, but the column before that. You will see, okay, that there is somebody coming in here regarding your finance that's good for you. Also regarding building. There is somebody coming in here regarding your health that's going to be really good for you, helping you, supporting you. And we also have somebody here that comes in regarding your food. Yes, check your Mars, your Neptune and Moon, highly beneficial. Anything that you want, in particular for those areas. Yes, there's also a loving energy coming towards you. Anything that has to do with those energies in your Astro Pretty Table, they are coming in with beautiful growing energy. Yeah. Sorry for that. Then we have Taurus. We have Sagittarius, your own energy. We have Aries here. We have Pisces. And those, there's a card here just here in the corner. Leo shows up. You might want to check the Leo reading too. I haven't done that one yet. Okay, Leo saying include me too. Let's keep Leo here on this side. Check out also Taurus, okay, if you have that in your chart. Sagittarius and Aries and Pisces. If you're with a Taurus, Aries, or Sagittarius or Pisces, it's only going to get better. It's also new love coming in. These people are lovers, definitely not haters. If you want to work things out, maybe even a reconciliation, there is a possibility to do that. Yeah, I will clarify in a moment. Then we have be mindful about the sun. Yes, check your sun, okay, what you have in your sun sign, because you don't have to be, sun in Sagittarius, right? Maybe you have Mercury in Sagittarius, etc. Some of you definitely have Neptune in Sagittarius. But be mindful of energy that's in your Astro Pretty Table related to the sun, okay? Check the final column. Also Mercury, check that, all of you. And any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that your ancestors or your family does not like, or your ancestors are trying to warn you for that, be extra mindful. Fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, be mindful. Also a Libra, spiritual wise, be mindful. And an earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that's keeping a secret for you from you or a family member that might be related to Uranus energy, or in particular an Aquarius, okay, that doesn't like you or is trying to do something against you. Let's see, by the way, what's at the bottom of the deck here. We have Virgo reversed here. Be mindful of a Virgo. There's a Virgo here that is extremely toxic, unhealthy, is distracting you from your work, doesn't want you to have peace, and is trying to make you sick, by the way, Sagittarius. Yeah? Okay, let's start clarifying, because Leo immediately said, I'm first. You make me first, the rest doesn't matter. I need to be first in your life. I don't know who this Leo is, but we do have in your overall energy, right? We have the sun reversed. So for some of you, you don't want to be with this Leo. Others of you, you miss this Leo too, but you know, you don't want to admit it, you're hiding it, something like that. Whatever is fitting for you, everybody, apply that, please, okay? So I'm going to put this here. Yeah. If it's not Leo, maybe you have Leo in your chart. Maybe there's something going on here about a success that you want to accomplish. There could be a Leo jealous of you, definitely. And there could also be a Leo that's in love with you or still in love with you. There could also be a crush that you have on somebody, okay? If something's going on, Sagittarius, about your success, then keep pushing through, okay? Especially if you're dealing with the sun reversed, right? Negative people. The sun represents the soul. You can Google that. The moon is the prison of the soul. And the moon here is in your food section. So you need to be careful. I have this always in your reading, Sagittarius, that somebody's trying to poison you. It could be a Leo. Poison doesn't mean per se food. It could also be energy, right? Thoughts, it could be words, it could be actions, right? It doesn't have to be food or drink. Anything that has to do with poison, be extra mindful, yeah? This Virgo is reversed here, right? There's also a Virgo that desperately wants to be you or wants to be with you, or is extremely like obsessed with you, whomever this Virgo is, okay? Something is unhealthy. Somebody here is definitely obsessed with you or obsessed with your success. Your own energy here is in love, your love section. You could be in love with somebody. Maybe you're in a beautiful relationship. Maybe you're not with them. Maybe you have a crush. Maybe you still want to be with your ex. I don't know. But love is good for you. Or it's coming in. Maybe you're dating somebody. I don't know. If you are focusing on new love is coming in here, okay? Sagittarius, you're in the upright. You could also definitely be in love with another Sagittarius, or a new Sagittarius is coming in, yeah? If you're done with a Leo, by the way, you said, never ever am I going to be with a Leo, there is a Leo coming in. And this person is nothing like your ex if you had a Leo ex already. This one is an upright. Yes? Don't be fixed on the zodiac signs, everybody, because you are not only your zodiac sign, you're so much more, right? That's for some of you, Sagittarius. Now, let's continue, because the sun is reversed, right, in your own section. So there's something about the soul not being present, or the soul is absent. So how you look at the soul has changed for you, or it will change. I'm going to tell you immediately, Sagittarius, this is what I always say. This comes from me. If you look back, you know, the last 7 years, I've literally changed the tarot world together with all of you, all my subscribers, right? Loyal brothers and sisters. Because return to sender comes from me, the whole world is applying that. Bloodline comes from me, right? And so many other things, right, that I have introduced in tarot world. Yes, on this channel, by the way, all of you are leaders, all of you are changers, right? Has nothing to do with cardinal, fixed, all that stuff, right? So, focus on the love. This is literally in your love section. I always say, this comes from me, get out of your emotions. Emotions are volatile, right? It's mood. If you reverse the word, you get doom, right? You can't make any emotional decisions. If you do, you are going to regret it. Why? Because it's volatile. 1 second or 1 minute or 1 hour, whatever, right? You think this, you take that decision on your emotion, and then later on you're going to regret it. Why? Because emotions are doom, right? They're volatile. They bring you everywhere. But love, we are all born with love. We will all return with love, right? This is what's called transcending, right? So that energy is really important for you to stay in love. Also, if somebody disappointed you, that has everything to do with that person, nothing with you, Sagittarius. So be careful of people dumping their emotions or negativity and impacting your soul, okay? Because the sun is reversed. Now, if you're saying, I know who this is, Astro Pretty GDT, I know what this is about, then you're doing really good. Because with the sun reversed, you are alert. You have accepted that somebody is just negative. Somebody is not operating from a soul perspective. Maybe even saying somebody doesn't have a soul. That could literally be the case. You might even say to somebody, like, yeah, everybody likes you, but I don't like you. I know that you don't have a soul or something like that. Now, you come from a loving space. Your own energy, right, is in the upright in the love section. So whatever this is about, and this is your reading, I always focus on the zodiac sign that's in the reading, right? This is what I always say. I'm focusing on you, right? So this looks good for you. Somebody else might be really unhappy. You will know where you are in this situation, Sagittarius, yeah? If you are dealing with somebody who's trying to manipulate you, especially with this Virgo energy reversed here, right? I mean, this is extremely unhealthy, extremely obsessed. Virgo is even worse than Scorpios, okay? Regarding obsession. They are the worst. So if you're dealing with a Virgo here that can't let go of you or is obsessed with you or somebody, right? Then be extra mindful regarding negativity because they're trying to overrule you. And somebody wakes up, okay, thinking, how am I going to make Sagittarius unhappy? They wake up, they sleep, and they're constantly like 24/7, I want destruction or, I want Sagittarius to be destroyed on any level. Yeah? Now you have on this side here, you have two overall energies, right? Which is Taurus and Mercury. And by the way, let me put the sun here because that is the main focus, okay? To deal with people, right, that are operating from a soul level, right? Love, right? Your own card is here. You represent honesty. That's you, right? And Kismet, Maktub, destiny. That's what you represent, right? You don't represent time. Stupid tarot readers will say that you're time, but Chronos, Saturn, Greek Roman, literally means time. If you go back to mythology, that is time. Shanideo is time, right? Karma. Gurm, right? So the message here for you is to operate in love, with love, in love. If you're saying, I know who this is, I'm not angry, then I see that you are, realizing that somebody cannot change or that somebody just doesn't have a soul or something like that. You might even say that, like I said, right? If you are quite successful, people don't like that, or maybe a Leo, or somebody doesn't like that, right? Then just be extra mindful about people trying to poison you, yeah? The soul reverse, there are also people that do voodoo and hoodoo and black magic and moon rituals. Somebody here with the moon, right, Virgo is also reversed, right? So you will see it. Somebody will get ill or they're already ill. Whomever is trying to make somebody ill, that is the person who's becoming ill, right? I mean, that's just how it works, right? Voodoo and hoodoo has to do with people that are insecure, driven by moon, emotions, doom. Demons are people that cannot handle emotions. They stay in emotions. They don't know the definition of love. They don't make any decisions that are favorable for themselves and other people, right? They think it's favorable, voodoo and hoodoo and black magic and moon rituals, right? But of course it all bounces back, right? So whomever is doing that, be extra mindful here, okay? I have that in the beauty and the food section here together. Saturn, yeah, Saturn is next to it. So Saturn is karma, time. It's just a matter of time before something bounces back, right? Whomever is doing this. So if somebody is doing this to you, Sagittarius, then you know what time it is, right? Cross watches, if it's a Sagittarius is doing it, right? Then flip the script, but I'm focusing on the Sagittarius. It's their reading, yeah? You are in the upright, by the way, Sagittarius. So doing voodoo, hoodoo, right? Black magic, moon rituals. It doesn't seem like you are doing that. But if you are, then you know what time it is, right? Especially with Saturn being positioned next to the moon, right? You're also going to see it in somebody's beauty and in somebody's appearance. Why? Because, look, somebody is trying to... Look, this is voodoo and hoodoo, right? Whatever it takes, right? People don't care about dead bodies. By the way, there you are in the middle. Do you see that? Interesting. Quite interesting, right? Be careful of somebody attacking you from the back. 5 of Swords. So, anybody who believes that, both of these are representing victory. Do you see the difference? Just have a look. Look at the difference. Very clear message, right? This one, by the way, lost his hair. So these are also people with wigs, right? Wearing lots of wigs. And yeah, the hair, everybody, is important. The more wigs you are wearing, right, the more you are damaging your hair. Why is your hair important? Because it's the antenna to the multiverse, right? And I've said it many times, those extensions and wigs, they are being sent, everybody, to a big pile in Africa, a trash pile. And all those wigs are on there. They recollect them, they wash them, everybody, and then they resell them again. And then you have that on your head. I've also said it in another reading. If you are African or African American, you might want to think what you're doing with those wigs, because your own hair, there's some power in it, but I'm just saying. And no, it has nothing to do with voodoo and hoodoo. That's for insecure people, right? Love spells and all that stuff. Somebody doesn't love you, they don't love you, right? Somebody doesn't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you, right? If you're not making any money, you got to work harder, right? You got to plan, you got to organize your life, right? So voodoo and hoodoo and black magic and moon rituals is all about influencing other people. Those are people who are not willing to look at themselves, right? They don't see the potential in themselves. This is why they do voodoo and hoodoo, yeah? Okay, let's see. Let's take a card here for the sun. You have it reversed, right? So I'm going to take all scenarios. If you're not doing well right now, Sagittarius, with the sun reversed, let's see. Why is that? A 3 of Wands is here. The future might worry you, or you have to make steps or actions in the direction of your future. You could be resisting it, or you're like, oh my God, I have to do this again. There are already 2 wands behind you, right? Do you see, by the way? I just tried to put this card in your hair. You fell, so be mindful, okay, about falling, definitely. But also the steps that you have to take, right? I mean, there's a new beginning here. What you can leave behind, you can. It's in the upright. You decide, of course, you have free will. But this is also Aries energy. The sun reverse could also, because something here is affecting you. You as a person, others of you, you have lots of migraines, Sagittarius, or headaches. The soul is reversed, right? The sun is the soul. In ancient history, culture, religion, spirituality, science, right? Everything is about the sun. At a certain moment, they switched it to the moon. Why? Because then you get into your emotions, right? You are drifted away from your soul, right? You're making a soul journey here, Sagittarius, almost like you're going back to your soul. So if you're not feeling well, what you're leaving behind is maybe not what you're leaving behind. As in, we don't really leave something behind, right? We just make a decision, right, to move forward. That is something else, right, than leaving things behind. Are you with me? That is something different, right? You don't leave things behind. You just move forward. That's it. So maybe you're afraid about leaving something behind, or maybe you don't want to leave it or someone or people behind. I don't know. But the 3 of Wands is saying you got to go. You got to go, like I always say. Yeah? Could also be involving an Aries, by the way, or a Chinese astrology sign, the rooster. Or you have that in your chart. If you feel like you're being attacked with the sun reversed, 7 of Pentacles is reversed. Somebody does not want you to walk away. Somebody wants you to look at what's still there. And for some of you, Sagittarius, like I said, you don't see anything there anymore. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Taurus is also at the bottom of the deck, okay? Others of you, you have to do things really different or something like that. It's almost like you're making a big change, shift. You're moving, you're walking away, you're walking towards your future, right? The Sun reversed. Any other message here? A Page of Pentacles is here. Small things. George, Michael. The names Michael or George. It's almost like you're at the market and you're trying to sell something here. But this one is not even looking. Or maybe even talking to somebody else, not to you. So this energy with the page, right, is of course messages. It's also children. For some of you, your child could be unhappy with the Sun reversed. Or you don't spend enough time with your child. The Page of Pentacles is an energy of small, right? You are, of course, Jupiter, but a hospitality driven, right? You're Zeus, right? So you have to start small again or something like that. You're going from a Seven of Pentacles to a Page of Pentacles, right? Whatever you're trying to sell, people are little. Do you see that? They find it little, or it's like, yeah, been there, done that, know that already. So the Sun reversed, the soul, right? You have to work with the soul. If you work with the moon, voodoo, hoodoo, black magic, emotions, whatever the moon means for you, right? Something is not going to work. The soul, by the way, with the Sun reverse is pushing you. If there is a change going on right now or coming in Sagittarius, you're being pushed because the soul journey needs to take place. That's important here, okay? I also see that the Sun is reversed. Somebody here is grumpy. Somebody here is agitated or frustrated. I don't know whether you're taking pills here or something like that. The moon is here, right? So this is going to end up bad. If there's something here with cosmetic surgery, there is an implant, a butt implant or breast implant. It's leaking. You need to go to the doctors. Yeah, especially with the moon here and Saturn. Something is out of its course. It's out of the circle. It's out of the shape. Something is out of shape. You're out of shape. Out of shape doesn't mean that you're skinny or that you're fat, right? Out of shape means that you're not your natural you. That could be anything, right? Depending on what your natural you is, right? And you can decide that yourself. Maybe something is going on here about fat shaming or skinny or something like that. You know, whoever is doing that, if it's obese, morbid obese, it's unhealthy, it's eating away your organs. That is something that we do call out on this channel, right? But if you're curvilicious or wherever, I don't know. Be careful about bulimic or anorexic energy here. Yeah? And I get another message here. Somebody's dealing here, okay? Somebody's dealing in drugs. Or they're dealing in products or whatever this is. Trying to sell products also with the moon here. It's like, yeah, sell this or buy this or I don't know. Okay, something has been done with those elements or products. Okay. You are, of course, driven by Jupiter. So you stand for Kismet, Maktub, destiny. You stand for honesty, Sagittarius. So whatever this is with the Sun reversed, if you feel that somebody's doing all these things against you, then remember that somebody's too small. They're even ignoring you. They're not even looking at you, okay? Whatever this is, could be, you know, finance, career, education, health. It's your overall energy, right, with the Sun reversed. If your ancestor is a Leo, they showed up immediately, right, with the Leo energy. They showed up immediately. I'm here. Don't ever think that I'm not here, right? Your ancestors saying, you think I left, but they're saying, I did not leave. I moved forward. That is something different, right? Has nothing to do with perspective or no. That's just how it is, right? I also see that you're trying to grow something here. Be careful, Sagittarius, that you're not at an airport waiting for a ship to come in. Are you with me? Be careful that you're not at an airport waiting for a ship to come in. If you don't know what it means, write it in your journals and you will find out what it means. If you haven't bought a journal yet, buy it on Amazon.com. You can buy my journals. Search on Goddess Dragon Tarot. I have different kind of journals with different kind of purposes, yeah? Okay, let's continue, okay? So these are some important messages here to start with. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Aries energy is important here. So there is a huge change going on here about you. This could definitely also be your appearance, your identity, personality. All of these things are different. If you studied psychology too, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now, let's go further, because your ancestors give you water reversed, right? Water reversed is exactly what I said, emotions, right? And in your beauty and food, we have the moon also show up here. So some of you don't have a good relationship with your mom, or be careful. That could literally be a explosion here, okay? Between you and your mother, okay? If your mother is really horrible to you, your ancestors are seeing your tears here. If somebody is, allowing you to, or I should say forcing you, maybe also allowing, but forcing, it might feel as a forceful energy that you have to do everything alone for the kids or the children, then your ancestors are seeing that. If you're crying, by the way, Sagittarius, your ancestors are seeing that. They want you to move your tears that come out from emotions to happy tears. Happy tears come from love, not from emotions, right? Just to give you an example, right? This is the moment that you heard that you were pregnant, happy tears, right? Not emotions, happy tears, love. Love is growing in your belly, right? Or if you're a brother, right? Love is growing in the relationship, right? In your person's body, right? When the child is born, not emotions, love, right? There's literally a materialization of the love, right? Which we call a baby, a human being, right? So happy tears versus sad tears, I don't know. I don't know whether that was in your previous reading, so sad. I think it was you, right, Sagittarius? You can check that in the video section. Water is reversed. So really clear message here. This water energy, right, is your ancestors are warning you for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a water sign. They're warning you from, for your tears, your emotions. Step back into love. Your own energy is in your love section. If you're already doing that, amazing. If you went through a very difficult time, your ancestors are applauding you. They're saying, good for you. Amazing that you did that, Sagittarius. Yeah? Let's get a message here. If you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, by the way, make sure that you check the final column, okay? You will see that there is also hating energy. Who that is for some of you, it's a water sign. Let's see. Well. There's the water sign. Knight of Cups is here. Others of you, if somebody's asking you on a date, you're like, nah, I don't know. I don't want to do that. Don't do it. Because the Knight of Cups reversed is a disappointment. Could be anything, right? This person says, yeah, let's get out for dinner. I'll pay everything. And you go there, right? You have to pay everything, right? Maybe this person doesn't show up. Catfishing. Maybe this person's trying to poison you, put something in your drink, like literally, right? So yeah, it could be anything. Others of you, this person is constantly talking about their ex, only crying about their ex. Now, those are, of course, not beneficial energies, right? If you want to be with somebody and date, them. I mean, honestly, right? Doesn't make any sense. So if you recognize this energy, or if you're already talking to somebody, you're like, yeah, I don't really know, I think you should listen to your gut feeling, right? Now, having said that, what else do we have here? Taurus and Mercury is reversed, right? You have that as your overall energy. So you might not want to talk to a Taurus ever again. You blocked a Taurus, you're going to do that. Others of you, there's no communication coming in. You wonder what's going on with the Taurus. Others of you, you miss the Taurus. You want to talk to a Taurus. And others of you, you're waiting on messages here regarding work. You want a bonus promotion raise. Why? Because you have something in your mind that you want to buy. Could be a bigger house or, a bag or a car. Something like that is going on here, okay? Let's see here about this Mercury in Taurus. Others of you, you find a Taurus to be toxic, very mean, verbally abusive also here for some of you. If you feel that somebody's playing mind games with you or trying to trick you, you are definitely right. For some of you, it's a Taurus or somebody has Mercury in Taurus. Let's see. Let's get a message here. Wow. King of Pentacles, Taurus. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody, I don't know who this is for you, okay, but somebody is trying to see how far they can push you. because somebody is genuinely interested in you, okay? This is like pushing you away because they need validation from you, Sagittarius, how much you care about them, how much you like them, how much you love them. So be mindful about this. King of Pentacles is in the upright, okay? Definitely Taurus energy here. If you feel that they're playing games, they are. They could be cocky or arrogant. They could also be like, I don't need you, I got everything, blah, blah, blah. But is that the case? Whomever this is, for some of you it's an Earth sign or a Taurus in particular. Or they do need you. Voila, Two of Cups is here, okay? So there you go. By the way, Sagittarius, anything that I say in this reading, if you feel that somebody else needs this reading, right? Tag them, everybody. Leave a comment and tag the minutes and tag their handle name of YouTube. And they can instantly go into the reading for free. I have no Vimeo, no Patreon. No memberships, okay? No extended readings that you need to pay for. This is all for free, yeah? And if after that you still want to have a reading, a tarot reading, or a birth chart reading, you can, of course, buy them. Send an email to gdt88888@gmail.com. I will share the prices with you, and you can decide which one you want to buy, okay? My birth chart readings are extremely in-depth, everybody. I am the daughter of a Brahmin priest. It's in my bloodline, which means that I have access to things that only Brahmins know. We don't share that with nobody else. We don't. And because of that, you get information that nobody else will tell you. You can also plan, organize your life, because all your predictions are in there and much, much more. Okay, if you're interested, send an email to gdt88888@gmail.com. By the way, also like the video, please. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. That would be very nice if you could do that. And if you want to have a go, everybody, for a free reading, which I will select when the reading is done, then you can leave a comment, everybody. Sagittarius, love tarot reading, free reading. And if you leave that comment, then next time I will select a person again. Yeah? Let's see, Sagittarius. So we cleared that one up, regarding this Taurus energy, right? Or somebody that wants to build with you. Could be any zodiac sign. By the way, Cancer is also here, or somebody's Mercury position is important. Mercury in Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Mercury in Cancer. Any Mercury position or your own Mercury position is important, okay? Mind tricks, games, manipulation. Somebody says, I don't need you. I don't need you, but I do. That's basically the message here. I don't want you, but I do. I don't love you, but I do. I don't want to have, intercourse with you, but I do. I don't want to laugh with you, but I do. I don't like it when you send me messages, but I do. That's the message here, but I do. I don't, but I do. Okay, let's go to finance. You have Mars here, okay? There could be an Aries here that's good for you. It's in the upright, so there's a lot of ambition, passion, drive here, okay? Maybe if Aries in your chart. Be mindful about attacks because Mars is looking at your ancestors with water reversed, okay? Now, we all know, right, that fire and water, right? Yeah, they don't go together as elements, everybody. Depending on what you want out of it, of course, right? It's all about the context, like I always say. So, but they're looking at your ancestors. So be mindful, okay? If somebody's doing finance spells here, or whatever spells they're doing, voodoo, moon rituals, right? Something is going to bounce back really badly here. Ancestors do not agree. So there could be an Aries who's doing that to you. Or I don't know, okay? This is looking at the ancestors. The ancestors are saying, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. If you're going to do it, you're going to know, you're going to learn, right? So they're looking at your ancestors. If these are attacks on your financial situations, I also see something here with tattoos. And I also see something here about, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Because on the 17th of June, be extra mindful. And the 23rd, 24th, 25th. Okay, let's see. What's this about Mars? That's you, Sagittarius. Now have a look here, because I don't know what this is about, but you're looking away from Mars. This is, by the way, also Mars in Sagittarius or Mars in Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But you're looking away from Mars, right? And Mars is, of course, right, war itself, right? It's the art of war, right? But you are God's favorite archer, right? So it's almost like you are firing bows, right, with water. It's like a water gun, right? You're not using bullets, you're using water. But the ancestors are saying that the water is reversed, right? You're not supposed to be shooting water, right? Let me see, okay? Bear with me. If you have Mars in Sagittarius, you need to be extra mindful, or you have Mars in Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If you have any of these combinations in your chart, your ancestors are giving you a warning with water reversed. It's like, do it now, right? But you're going to cry later, or I don't know, okay? If somebody wants you to be emotional, like I said, everybody, emotional decisions are never, ever good. They always bring regrets. It's in the spur of the moment, right? It's in the heat of the moment, Mars, right? So don't make any impulsive decisions when it comes to your finance. That's the message. The Eight of Wands is also with Mars, right? It's a lot of, look, right? There's a lot of targets here, right? So it's like having 8 focus, but being scattered because of that. Let's see what you're aiming at regarding your finance. The Magician. Oof. Yeah. I don't know, okay? Sagittarius, up for you to decide. Either somebody's doing black magic, voodoo, hoodoo on your life. And you're trying to bounce that away, back it off, right? But with Mars here, okay, and with the ancestors, right? With the water reversed, like I said, something is not going to go well. So if this is you, there you go. If somebody else is doing this to you, something is going to bounce back horribly, right? Because Mars is like a massacre, right? The massacre shows up when the war is done, right? Others of you, I don't know whether you're in the Army, Navy, Marine, Special Forces, military. Maybe you want to. I have no idea, but I don't know what this is, okay, Sagittarius. It looks crazy here with the Magician. If you're trying to become the Magician, right, you will fail. Why will you fail? Because look at this energy. This is not how you become the Magician, right? You cannot only use wands. You cannot only use Sagittarius energy, right? All elements are here. So, and I don't know who's doing, it's in your finance section, right? So maybe you're buying this or you're selling this. I don't know, okay? But something's going to go horribly wrong here. I can tell you that. Maybe somebody's asking you to attack the Magician. You might want to reconsider because your ancestors come in with water, right? Whatever this is, do it now and you will cry later. This is a warning from your ancestors. Maybe somebody's advising you to do that. Maybe you are a spiritual practitioner. Somebody's asking you to do that. I have no idea what this is, okay? You decide. Let me quickly see, because I will try to take a warning message here. Bear with me. I need to look at all my decks here. Yeah, I'm going to use this deck here. Bear with me. It's like paying to become the Magician or paying to get rid of a magician. With Mars, right? I also have somebody here that wants to have somebody's bloodline. That is a word that I brought into tarot world, okay? The whole will change because I brought bloodline into tarot world, right? So I don't know whether somebody wants somebody's bloodline. That is not going to happen, okay? The water is reversed, right? It's a very strange sound, by the way, in the sky right now. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the warning, okay, that your ancestors have about this. Don't do it now, you will cry later. It fell here on the moon. We cannot make this up. Somebody is doing voodoo, hoodoo, or moon rituals against you, or maybe this is you. I have no idea. Could even be a fellow Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in the love section. Maybe somebody wants you to fall in love with them. I don't know. Let's see what this is about. The warning from your ancestors. What did I say? Be careful that you're not waiting for a ship to come in at an airport, right? Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Shipping, there's something about shipping, distribution, products, delivering, receiving. No dudes por traslados o viajes. There's something here, okay, about hesitation, about where to go, what to do. Ancestors are in the kitchen literally right now. So it's up for you to decide. You do whatever you want to do here, okay? But this is a very clear message, right? This is a very clear message. Some of you, Jonas and the Whale is important, or Jonas Brothers, or Jonah, or Jonathan, or John is important, or Johnny. Whatever that means, I don't know. But the impact is going to be Titanic impact. You can still prevent this because somebody else is doing this to you, or maybe you already did. Others of you, if you're doing this right now as we speak, when you're going to watch this reading, Titanic impact. So there you go. Some of you, this is your mom who's doing it to you, right? Because the moon is here, right? Oof, did you hear that? Ooh. I hope you heard that one in the kitchen. So dumb. Okay, now footsteps are here. Okay. Somebody's mom is here, okay? Or the ancestors, your ancestors are here, literally. Give me one message why they are literally showing up here. Again, Sagittarius, this is either somebody's doing this to you or you're doing it. You will know. Or another Sagittarius could also be the case. Okay, there's a card that just flew here, right? Doors are slamming really hard now. And that's not in my house. Career. There's a card here that fell on career. Venus is here reversed. So whatever somebody's doing in their career or during their career, there's a warning from your ancestors also. Could be a colleague who's doing something against you or something like that. If you feel that that's the case, you are right. Something is going on here in your career that you should be mindful of. Yeah. Dinero que guardas y se te pierde. This is money, okay, that you have saved and that you have earned. So I don't know, okay, just have a look here. There's a hole in it, right? By the way, Venus is here. This is Taurus and Libra energy. Libra is in your spiritual energy here as an attack. It's reversed. Taurus is here in the energy, you know, overall speaking, right? With Mercury. It's like they don't love you, but they do. They don't want you, but they do. They don't need you, but they do. Libra here could also definitely be spiritually attacking you. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A Taurus is here also regarding your career. And for some of you, it's an Aries or fellow Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra. Virgo definitely overall speaking, okay? Whomever this Virgo is. So be mindful. You feel that your boss is... it's almost like somebody's taking money away from you at your work. This could be opportunities, right? Projects are yours, but then suddenly you don't get the project, or maybe you never knew about that. Somebody wanted to give you a project, right? So you get a bonus, promotion, a raise, right? And then somebody takes that away from you, something like that. There's a hole, okay? There's a hole in the career section, or there is a hole in the money, in the salary, let's say, methodology. I also get corruption here at your career, at your work. Something is corrupt. Corrupt, everybody, is when the normal process, which we have here with Virgo, right? Oh, there's a card that just fell out. Try to pick it up. Pluto is here. Somebody has Pluto in Virgo. Somebody is obsessed with you here, okay? Somebody has Pluto in Virgo. Extremely toxic. They want you to lose everything or something like that. Let me see. Pluto is, of course, right, in Aquarius, everybody, for the coming 20 years. So maybe you're finding out who's doing this. Give me one warning. We checked here with the moon, right? There's no ship waiting for you at the airport. That is one clear message, okay? What's this with your career? Sagittarius, Aries, Virgo, and Libra. Mars in those signs. It is reversed. It says, no amontonones duedas que te hago bien. This is about debts, Sagittarius. Debts are piling up, or somebody wants you to be in debt, or somebody feels like you owe them something. Could be anything, love, money, children. This is reversed, okay? If you want to get out of it, the Magician is a lawyer, okay? Maybe you need a lawyer. Maybe that's the message of your ancestors. Stop crying, ask for help. Get yourself a lawyer. Get somebody who's a professional. This one is reversed. This one doesn't know what they're talking about. That's for some of you, okay? Whatever this is regarding debts, if you take the right action, which I just advised, you will be just fine. If you're doing voodoo, hoodoo, moon rituals, black magic, all that stuff, it's gonna get worse. Your ancestors are saying the water is contaminated. It is reversed. Okay? Okay. Now, let's continue. Let me look at the time here. Okay, we're gonna continue. Let's see about your health. There is a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo that's not out here. Sorry, regarding your education, that doesn't like it that you have education, courses, you know, high school, university, professor, whatever this is, right? Title, status, or education. A fire sign is aggressive because you're moving forward, doesn't want you to grow. Yeah, the Empress is reversed. I don't know whether you are a single mom, single dad. Somebody really doesn't like it if you're progressing on your own, you're independent. And maybe you do have, you know, a university degree, right? I mean, many of the brothers and sisters on my channel, at least, right? We have the Genius Intellectual on my channel. You do have university, right? So, yeah. The Empress is reversed here. Taurus energy, by the way, again. There is a lot of distortion energy here, okay? About a wealthy and a healthy life. Why? Because Venus, the Empress, right, is Taurus again. This is not Libra. There are no swords here. This is Taurus, right? It's just like the devil, everybody. Yes, Aquarius is also being ruled by Saturn, but Aquarius is not the devil, it's Capricorn, right? And that's for some of you also the reason here. Libra here feels impacted by your beauty. Doing beauty spells or something on you, or something like that, okay? Definitely a spiritual attack from somebody. And for loads of you, definitely a Virgo for overall, and Libra for spirituality. Let's look at your health. There is a Pisces here that is trying to help you. There's a Pisces here that could definitely be a good psychic or a medium, right? Because Pisces rules that energy, right? They're at the end of the zodiac belt. Anybody before you, Sagittarius, is not going to help you grow. That's just how it is. Why? Because you have already mastered everything that's before that, right? So your own zodiac sign, if they're on the highest frequency, a Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, if they are on the highest frequency, can help you grow. Other people cannot help you grow. They will give you more of the same that you already know. Unless you are a low vibrational Sagittarius. And then, there are things that you can grow from because, you know, they have mastered their position. You haven't, right? This is how it works in astrology. Yeah. So having a Pisces here in your health section is extremely beneficial because you're going to grow here the most, okay? When it comes to your health. Also a psychic. Maybe you have Neptune in Sagittarius. Extremely good. Oh, and there is the attack. Did you see that? I don't know whether you saw that. Some of you do have Neptune in Sagittarius. When I said that, this one flew out. So the Knight of Swords is attacking you, okay? Yes, I'm sorry, you have a lot of attacks here, Sagittarius. And it's because of all the reasons that I just gave you. Maybe you are a psychic. Maybe you are a medium. I have no idea who you are. But in your spiritual energy, you also have this Libra reversed here, right? If you moved on, you don't want nothing to do with somebody, you know, then somebody here is attacking you because of that. Others of you, these are people around you that are jealous of your relationships, you know. And some of you, this is your mom. Your mother is a very evil person or a very good person. You miss your mom, you will know. Let's look at love, because some of you are in love. You could even be in a relationship with somebody. If there is just a minor fight, struggle, whatever, with this Taurus energy here, right? Whether it's a Taurus or not, you will be just fine. Things will be working out for you. Especially with a Aries, another Sagittarius. Let me quickly see. And a Taurus. You will be able to work things out. And a Pisces also, yeah? Even a reconciliation is here. Let's see about love, Sagittarius. Let's get one message here about love. The King of Swords is reversed. You're in love with the one that you don't talk to. And for some of you, it is this Taurus energy here. Or Mercury reversed, right? You're not talking to this person. So that's for some of you. You're in love with somebody that you don't talk to. Could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, next to a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Any other message about love? Give 2 extra messages here. Could be a Capricorn, Ace of Pentacles. It could be an Aquarius, 7 of Swords. Is reversed. That's for some of you. If somebody stole from you, Sagittarius, like they literally stole money or they stole something from you, you never ever want to see them again. Others of you, they cheated on you. They might also have a criminal background. They lied to you. These are all lies. You want nothing to do with this person anymore. That's for some of you, right? Others of you, you're still in love with the one that you don't talk to. Libra, spirituality. Why is this here? Libra. Knight of Pentacles is reversed. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, right? There is a Libra jealous here because on a spiritual level, you're not at a standstill. You're moving. You're progressing. Whatever this is that you're doing, okay? Let's get another one here. What are you progressing in? Death reversed, coming out of death, rebirth, rising phoenix, moving forward. And a Libra is also jealous because you're not holding a grudge anymore. Maybe to a Scorpio or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. That grudge is over. So Libra is losing manipulation here. They can't manipulate you anymore. Why do they still want to manipulate you? Whomever this is that they want you to be done with. You're not done with somebody here or something. 10 of Cups reversed. They're saying the family first, blah, 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 but it's reversed. You're like, nah. You're saying, I love myself or I love somebody, right? Ace of Cups. 9 of Cups. You're saying to a Libra, you don't decide what my happiness is about or my spiritual happiness. Pisces and Scorpio energy is important here, okay? This could also definitely be a Libra who did death spells on you. For some of you, this is somebody from your family because Uranus is reversed here. Aries, sexuality and sensuality is Aries and Pisces driven here, okay? So you have the same wants, needs and desires here on a headspace, right? On a brain space. You get each other, right? But also on a spiritual level. So the sensuality and sexuality is driven by this energy. It is a very spiritual and a very, I know you, you know me energy. Also very strong past life connection. If you're not in a relationship, you want somebody new, this person's coming in. Definitely Pisces, Aries, okay? Could be a cusper. Definitely coming in here. Others of you, you know this person since 2012 or 2001. And this is just the one for you, okay? Yeah, this looks really good. New love is coming in, or you could be in a relationship, by the way, with somebody or a Pisces or an Aries, okay? If you want to reconcile, by the way, with the Pisces or Aries, that's definitely possible here. Oh, the moon is here. Why is the moon here? Be careful of love spells. Knight of Cups is reversed. This is exactly what your ancestors warned you about. Remember, the water reversed, right? If you're wondering whether a Pisces, Aries, or somebody's doing love spells on your sex spells, you are absolutely right. Your ancestors are warning you for that, because we have the water here, right? Reversed together with the Knight of Cups. If you feel that they're doing something in your food, I mean, literally, right? Any tarot reader who says, do love spells, I did it and it worked for me, like, really? The Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords is what's going to bounce back. And maybe that's the message here with Virgo reversed, right? It's so extremely toxic and unhealthy. Somebody did black magic. Now somebody is utterly obsessed. Now somebody needs to ask a restraining order. It's like, wait a minute. I just did a love spell. Yeah, now you need a restraining order, right? That's for somebody. Okay, let's continue. Beauty and food. You have Saturn and the Moon here, right? So we have your warning also here, right? Don't wait for the ship in the airport, right? Let's see about Saturn and the Moon here. Beauty and food. The Queen of Swords is here. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. With the Emperor reversed. Be mindful, okay, Sagittarius? Because this is like, I want the Emperor to be gone. So let's do something. This is like, let's kill the Emperor, right? Literally, this is my throne. I'm going to sit here. You need to be gone. Beauty and food is a beauty attack. It's a food attack. So if you have something going on here with something that you can't digest, you're going to the... This is diarrhea also here, okay, with Moon. And Saturn is also about your intestines, others of you, pimples, rashes, definitely migraines are here. Yeah, somebody's doing this against you, okay? I don't know, okay? I also have somebody here that definitely is doing love spells on somebody or on their ex. I am the only one that's beautiful. You need to look at me. I mean, woof, Lord of mercy. Yeah, the Hierophant, I told you, is reversed. By the way, Taurus energy again, right? Somebody has Moon or Saturn in Taurus or in Aries or in Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That's for some of you, okay? Then you need to be extra mindful. Secret that somebody's keeping for you, from you. It's about an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It is a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo is doing it. For some of you, this is a Virgo here, okay, right? Because the overall energy is reversed. Why is this here? The secret? Jesus, death. Death spells. If this is your ex, if it's going on right now, if you're wondering, did my ex have somebody else? Did my ex ended it because of somebody else? That's true. If you're feeling that somebody did death spells on your relationship, if this is why you're not together, it's true. So the secret is death. Somebody did death spells. Something with a funeral or a cremation or a graveyard spells, yeah. Bear with me, okay? Yeah, something is not a coincidence, okay? Somebody did not die in a natural way. That's the secret. Something did not end, or someone did not die in a natural way. If you catch my drift. Death here in the upright, that's the secret. A family member did it, or this is why the family does not exist anymore. You don't have the relationship anymore. Found a message. Why did this person do this, whomever this is? Voila. The Magician, Lord of Mercy, Sagittarius. What kind of reading is this? Let's go to your family. Uranus is reversed. So if you're dealing with a family that doesn't like it, that you're progressing in life, you're doing your own thing, you know, you don't want to do what the family says. Not that you are hating or disrespecting traditions. That's not what this is about. This is something that you want to do for yourself. Your family doesn't agree, okay? They're saying it's too progressive. Let's see. What's this about? Yeah, there you go. The sun is reversed. We started with this energy, right? There's definitely something going on between your mom and your dad, or how you perceive divine masculine, divine feminine energy, or the role of a man or a woman, or divine masculine or feminine in a connection or in a relationship. Your family could be saying that a Leo or an Aquarius is making you unhappy, or they want you to listen to a Leo or an Aquarius. You're not doing that. Others of you, the sun, right, reversed. These are your children, right? You don't want to listen to them anymore. They're keeping you stuck, right? They don't want you to move in a way that you want to move in. You're like, nah, you're my children, you don't decide for me. I mean, they're not adults, right? If they are adults, they're still no adults, right? You're the parent. You decide whatever you want to do, right? If somebody say you're taking really bad care of your child, your children, you're damaging your child, your children, you should ask yourself whether that's the case. I don't know, okay? Because we did have something here with the sun reversed, right? Which is here too. And then we had the Page of Pentacles here in the beginning, right? I don't know. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? You will know. I don't know. Others of you, you feel like you always need to choose between your mother or your father or the children. There's always an issue with the children. The sun reverse with the sun here with family, right? Be careful of the family not opposing, right? Or, let's say, enforcing stuff here in your life, where you feel like you always need to do what they say or something like that. The sun is the soul, right? So the soul of the family. There's something here about the family soul. Others of you, since your mom or your dad or both of them passed away, you and your siblings, you don't get along anymore. Everybody's fighting. There could also be an issue with inheritance here, with the Ten of Cups, death, and the Magician, right? These are people that, right, when people pass away, right? They take, the greed is here, right? They take everything, right? Maybe you didn't get your fair share of the inheritance or something like that. Give me another one here with the sun reversed and Uranus reversed. For those of you, by the way, who are trying to get a baby, conceive a baby, perceive a baby, the baby, right? There's something going on here with the womb. Or somebody is giving you food and you can't create babies because of that. Be careful who you eat and drink from, especially if it's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a Leo, or an Aquarius. Or somebody has Uranus in those zodiac signs, okay? Let's get a final one here about the family and the Uranus and the sun reversed. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles is reversed. This means don't take it, whatever this is, okay? Look, it's reversed. Maybe somebody is selling you some products or services. Maybe you want to reconsider, Sagittarius. By the way, this is Taurus energy again. Sun in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. Nine of Cups is here, Queen of Cups is here. The Tower is here, and the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. And there's the Three of Swords. Your family doesn't want you to be with the one that you love. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed with the Three of Swords. You haven't recovered. You have not been healing from this connection. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a Pisces, a Scorpio, Sagittarius, or a Libra in your family who is doing this to make sure that you're not in a connection with the one that you love, or this is the one that you love or that you want to be with. Okay, let's wrap it up. Yes, let's wrap it up. And then I'm also going to do a reading for a winner of the last video of Sagittarius. Make sure that you leave a comment, everybody. If you leave a comment, Sagittarius love tarot reading, or Sagittarius horoscope love tarot reading, free reading, if you put that in the comment, or any comment will do, then I will maybe select you in the next reading for free reading. Let's see, final messages, blessings coming in. A Ten of Pentacles reversed. There's a Capricorn that can help you out. Maybe a Virgo is obsessed with your money, wants to have a family, doesn't want to, there's a Capricorn that can help you out. Maybe if Capricorn in your chart. Be extra mindful about this Virgo energy, okay? Because somebody does not want you to have the family, the community, the money. Be extra mindful. Others of you, new love. There's somebody coming in really stable, okay, secure. It could be a Capricorn for some of you. Blessings coming in. Well, the sun is reversed again. I see you taking your hands off somebody, and maybe your child, your children, or father or mother figure, I don't know. You're saying, listen, I can't do this anymore. It's like you're asking me to sell my soul. That's basically what this is. I'm not selling my soul. So I'm not going to do this anymore. The Sun and the Ten of Pentacles is also a lie, okay? Somebody's lying about their bloodlines. Like, yeah, my bloodline, blah, 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 blah. They don't have nothing to show for, right? So this is a lie. Somebody's lying about their family. Your blessing is with the Sun reversed, right? That the lies are not working on you. Delilah, Samson, and Delilah is also important. Samsung, Samsonite, luggage. Samsonite, luggage. Yeah. Luggage. Bag. Samson. Another blessing here for you coming in. That's you, the Nine of Wands. The wounded warrior, right? So let me tell you this, Sagittarius. You've been through quite some experiences, right? And everybody, of course, experiences different experiences, right? Now, you see it, of course, because you're coming from a Sagittarius experience, right? Which is God's favorite archer, right? So the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles is you saying, I've been through a lot of things here. Maybe also because of your family. Maybe you miss your family. Maybe you hate your family. I don't know. But the Nine of Wands is like, this is my experience. But with the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles, right? Somebody's lying. Somebody says, yeah, I've been through this. And then, you know, it's going to work for you too. But that's not how it works, everybody, right? Just because somebody has an experience, it doesn't mean that the other one is going to have an experience too, right? So the blessing is that whoever is lying about that, they see through that. Or maybe this is you saying, nah, you know, because it's your experience, right? Doesn't mean that that is going to be my experience. Everything, by the way, is in your birth chart, Sagittarius. So, you know, doing love spells, moon rituals, voodoo, hoodoo, it's not going to work. It's going to bounce back because it's au contraire. It's not in alignment with your birth chart. Voodoo, hoodoo, black magic, moon rituals is for insecure people. You're working with mood, doomed energy, right? You're not working with love. Love is what creates, not emotions. Love is God, God is creation. Repeat, right? Now, a lot of people are saying, don't repeat stuff, blah, blah, blah. But if you're winning in life, right? If you're conquering in life, if you are progressing in life, whatever kind of word you want to use for it, right? Repeat sounds really good, right? Doesn't it? So, and that is for everybody different. Not everybody wants to have money, right? Some people say, I don't want to have money, you know. I just want to be alone. I don't want nobody around me. I don't want no community. I don't want no dog, no cats. I like my me time. I don't even want to have any children. That's for some of you, right? The Sun is reversed. Maybe somebody's pushing you to have children. It's the forever dynamic. Why don't you have children? Yeah, because you don't want to. Yeah, but why? Because you don't want to. There's no need to explain that, right? Yeah, but you're going to miss out. What do you mean? Right? Your blessing is with the Nine of Wands. If I need to make this decision, I'm being honest, right? It's your own card in the upright. And my experience is not somebody else's experience. Somebody else's experience is not my experience. When you do that, by the way, you're making yourself part of the collective. You erase your individuality, right? Your individuality, your appearance, and your personality are different things. If you also studied psychology, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, and of course, I've been promoting 7 years, right? Individuality, and also that, you know, love is leading, not emotions, right? And now, with Pluto in Aquarius, 7 years later, right? Tarot readers are waking up like, oh, right? But, you know, they're behind everybody. You're not behind here. You know that your experience can never be somebody else's experience. You should also not be doing that or communicating that, right? Because if you do, you're taking on other people's experiences, right? You're allowing them to come into your experience, right? So your blessing, this is for the highest frequency Sagittarius, you're saying, nah, you know, this is my experience, this is my life. I can give you information, I can give you help, whatever this is. Some of you don't even want to help people. Look, with the Sun reversed, 10 of Pentacles. You don't. You're saying, I had to do this all on my own. Why should I do this? What's the added value? There is no added value. If people don't experience everybody, they don't grow. Everybody needs to experience according to their own alignment of the birth chart, right? There's the growth, everybody, in your birth chart. It's not in voodoo, hoodoo, moon rituals, you know. I can't stress that enough, everybody. Why? Because you have the magician here multiple times, right? 2 times. Look at the deck. It's a double deck. You have 2 magicians here. So somebody is really eager, right? I mean, they must be really insecure, right? To do so many voodoo, hoodoo, black magic, you know, all that stuff, right? Like, really? And cross watches, if it isn't you, then it's not you. Don't make it fit all of you if it's not your storyline. But somebody's really insecure here, okay? And maybe that's your blessing, right? You're so confident that you don't need to do voodoo, hoodoo, black magic. You don't need to do that, right? Give me your final message here. That's real confidence. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles is reversed. We end here with the Hermit reverse. Well. Is that not how we started? Something is unhealthy, okay? Whatever this is unhealthy, extremely unhealthy. Virgo is the most obsessive zodiac sign out there. It's not Scorpio, it's Virgo. There you go. Your blessing is that with the Hermit, right? You have the 2 of Pentacles, by the way, reversed here next to it. So this is somebody who wants that forever, right? Ad infinitum with you. You're saying, you're not my ad infinitum. You're not my forever. Or somebody says, you know, I can get you out of it, blah, blah, blah. They can't. They're going to make it worse for you. Something's going to bounce back here. I don't know whether somebody, like I said, is a dealer or sells drugs or Viagra or whatever this is. Ecstasy, you might want to double check before you take it. If somebody is a dealer, it's going to end really bad. If somebody's taking it, it's also going to end up really bad. It's going to end up really bad. Page of Swords is here. In this case, surgeon action is needed. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and somebody's going to pay a lot of money. I don't know, okay, what this is about, but these are about... I get a drugs factory. Yeah, that's the King of Swords reversed here. That's the surgeon. The surgeon says, sorry, I can't help you anymore, you know. Sagittarius, you've taken this and this and this for your body. It's like when you take too much cocaine, right? Just as an example. Your nose, right? There is an area in your nose, everybody, that's being protected. It's totally burned, that piece of, I can't call it a bone, right? But that's piece of energy in your nose. It's burned. So your smell will totally be demolished, and the way you're going to breathe is going to change. So whatever this is, okay, be extra mindful. Others of you, if this is cosmetic surgery, you might want to be careful, okay? Because somebody says, I am the magician. I'm going to give you that Brazilian butt, blah, 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 blah. Then your ancestors come in. Don't do it. The implants are going to leak. Your body is going to leak all these fluids, right? By the way, people don't do cosmetic surgery to make you more beautiful. Did you know that, Sagittarius? They're doing cosmetic surgery because they want your fluids. Now, nobody's going to tell you that. I'm the only one in tarot world who talks about these things. So you might want to be careful. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to do something else now, Sagittarius. I'm going to select somebody in a moment in the session, or section, I should say, of the comments in the previous video, okay? Whomever I am going to select is the one that reacted. And let me quickly see whether I can find that reading, everybody. Bear with me. Let me quickly see, because I'm going to go to the video section. You will find this video, Sagittarius, most of the time. It's in the video section. And I'm going to select right now who commented there, okay? Let me see. How many comments do we have here? We have 25 comments. So I'm going to take one card here, yeah? And I am going to make sure, Sagittarius, that I select a number here, okay? Why am I doing that? I'm doing that because I want to make sure that you see, right, that I'm not biased and that I apply the number that I see here. Yeah? Okay, let's see. The number that wants to come out for the one who wins a reading. Let's see. We have Saturn here, so I'm going to go for number 19. Okay, so bear with me. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, and then I'll go back again because there were replies, everybody. Which brings me back to the first one, which is just Ice is mine. I would love a free reading in manifesting good future events with loving career. I'm just going to look, everybody, at the messages that want to come out. So no particular question, but for just Ice is mine, or justice is mine, Saturn is here, right? So Saturn is your 10th house. It's in the upright. I don't know whether you have Capricorn in your chart. I don't know whether you ever bought an Astro Pretty Table. I would definitely advise you to do that. In your Astro Pretty Table, check the Saturn, not the final column, but the column before that. You will see exactly how to initiate, increase, okay, your blessings. It's a 10th house, so this is money, it's fame, it's celebrity status, reputation, status as a whole, it's power. 10th house Capricorn, Saturn stands for power. It's also karma. So something is coming in here. Justice is mine, or maybe it's just Ice is mine, I don't know. Make sure, okay, that you're focusing on those areas. If you do that and you are persistent, disciplined, you keep repeating the hard work, which is Saturn. Saturn repeats, right, the hard work. Then you get everything that you want, especially regarding career. If you talk about love, you need somebody also that is secure and stable, okay? Maybe you've been dealing with broke people. You cannot build with these people, okay? Your 10th house is important. Extremely important to work with. And if you haven't bought your Astro Pretty Table, you can buy one, darling, for 99 euros. And the detailed high level is 250. You get much more in it, also your predictions. And the 499 is detailed on different levels for also 1 year with a lot of details. And then, of course, until the end of your life. Yes, if you want to invest in that, then definitely with Saturn coming in, right, which is a lot of career, money, security, stability. It's also a honest and a stable partner. When Saturn shows up, Saturn says you are in need of somebody that's secure, stable, and somebody that is showing integrity. Integrity is being ruled by Saturn, honesty by Jupiter, and Mercury in particular, Libra, rules truth. Yeah? So let's see. Let's get a message here. 3 blessings coming in for you. The 9 of Swords is here, which is Gemini. We have the 7 of Swords here, which is Aquarius. And we have the 5 of Cups here, darling. So then, you've been taken as a fool like your whole life. A lot of people are leeching on your energy, darling. This is emotions, right? You need to get out of this. You need to re-strategize. And then you need to make sure that your sleep is again appropriate. If you're not sleeping well, darling, your cortisol levels are going up. And you are increasing your stress again. An Aquarius, Gemini, and a Scorpio might not be the right people for you in your life, darling, because they mess up your Saturn energy, which is money, right? Saturn is the coin, money. It is career, it is power, it is status, celebrity, all that stuff, right? If you do have Gemini, Aquarius, or Scorpio in your chart, you are not applying it well, darling. So I don't know whether you have that. I don't know what your Astro Pretty Table is. And again, if you want to buy one, I would definitely buy one, darling, to get a direction and guidance again, especially if you're lost or if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to organize. Your birth chart gives you everything that you need, especially the 250 and the 499. Invest in it, darling. Definitely with Saturn in the upright, it's going to change your life. Yeah? A lot of people have mistreated you, darling. And get out of your emotions. With the 5 of Cups, right? If you've already done that, there's still some energy here that you haven't healed from. Something is still lingering on in your energy. You need to cleanse your energy. If you're having nightmares, if you feel that you're always selecting the wrong people, etc., ask for the price list. I can definitely help you out. Yes, it's all in your birth chart. Everything is in your birth chart. The fact that you met these people and why this is happening is also for a reason. Yeah. When Saturn comes in, right, with these heavy energies, it is time for you to realize that things are always happening for a reason. That's Saturn energy. Karma, right? Things don't happen out of the blue. So, if you're doing well in life, then, and you're not focusing on these people, on emotions, people that hurt you, people that lie, scheme, plot, you're having good, you sleep like a baby, you're good to go. Things are only going to get better with Saturn. If not, then, you need to work on it. There's work needed here. And then I will advise you to buy a birth chart reading or an astro pretty table, which is going to show you how to initiate and increase your blessings. And also who's hating on you, why they're hating on you. I also have a lot of jealousy here, by the way. I don't know whether you are very beautiful because Saturn is here, right? So whatever your appearance is, whether you are a brother or a sister, doesn't matter. Saturn is the, forever beauty. This is typical Capricorn energy. We never age. It's like we still look like we're 20, 30, even though we're in 60s, 70s or whatever, right? So a lot of people are jealous of you because you hardly age or something like that, or you drop dead gorgeous or beautiful, handsome, whoever you are, right? Brother or sister, I don't know. If you've been asking people for help or you've been searching for help, you've been asking the wrong people. 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords. It only gives more of emotions. You want to get out of the emotions, right? Everything is in your birth chart, darling. If you want one, send an email to gdt88888@gmail.com. Okay, everybody, this is the reading. If you want to win a free reading, any reading that I do, whether it's Leo or a Capricorn reading in the live section, or any reading, right? You can drop it there, and then the next time I will make sure that I will select somebody again. Yes? Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell. gdt88888@gmail.com if you want to have more information about the price list. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.